Which things should we preserve, and which things do we have to let go of to make space for new? Don't hurry, but don't delay. You can always procrastinate because it's a big job, right? Big jobs never get done unless you start one day. And you can always start. You don't have to be able to know the end. You're going to learn your way through this anyway. Start now. Take a little step. You can have a committee and you can plan. It's just a way to procrastinate. Think of something and do it. Try it. Learn from it. Keep going. Don't hurry, but don't delay. Be clear about why, but open to how. Make sure you know why you're doing this and what your vision is. What's the North Star? Where are you heading? But realize you're going to learn your way there, and the ways you're going to learn you don't know yet, so you can't imagine them. Be open to any possibility and many possibilities. Don't try to predict the route all the way. Don't do this alone. Collaborate, work together in groups for all the obvious reasons. Collaborate with your students. Students should never be in the dark. If you're going to try something new, tell your students, hey, today I'm going to try something new. And this is why, right? And the why is always for their good. So one reason is that you don't want them to wonder why you're stumbling around not quite sure what you're doing, because you're trying something new. But the other reason is when you change the way you behave in the classroom, they have to change the way they behave in the classroom. If they have been inducted into the culture where their job is to listen carefully and faithfully repeat, and you now ask them to come up with a new idea or think for themselves, they're going to be very confused, and the most successful students are going to be mad because they're the royalty at the moment, right? They've been getting the high marks and doing well. Now you change the game on them. They don't like the game being changed, right? So you have to bring the students with you. Explain why you're doing it, what you're doing, and how their role is now different, because they are learning at the same time as you about this relationship between the teacher and the student. Don't bite off more than you can chew. In education language, we call that the proximal zone. You need to do something challenging and worthwhile, but not so big and difficult that it's overwhelming. Share and celebrate along the way. You cannot overemphasize the importance of acknowledging small steps, taking pride in those small steps, and thus drawing the courage and the energy to take the next step. It is just one step after another. As long as you keep putting one foot in front of the other and looking at the North Star, you're making progress. And rest when you must, but never stop. I mean, this is hard. Sometimes you have to go, I just want to do things the way I've always done them for a while. That's okay. That's just human. Do that. But then don't get too comfortable, right? You have to get back into the fray and try something new eventually. But don't feel you have to always, every day, be trying something radically new that poops you out. Sometimes you can fall back on the tried and the true, which has always been worthwhile and helpful in the past, and it will be today and it will be tomorrow as well. So rest when you must, but never stop. And thus endeth the lesson for today. Thank you very much.